Hey everybody, good morning. Wanted to bring you along the run with me. This morning I'm planning to do a long run of 12-13 miles because of a number of factors. One, I'm currently training for my upcoming race at the Newport Marathon coming up in about 13 weeks. And then also building up as well a month later, 17 weeks from now at the New York City Marathon. So if any of you are planning to attend in these two events, please let me know in the comments. But then also making sure I put in a quality long run and being purposeful about the long run. The long run is meant to strengthen your body, to teach your muscles to utilize its slow twitch muscle fibers. That way, essentially just teaching your body to become a more endurance runner. Being Captain Obvious, it's summer, it's hot. I know, it's a sufferfest when it comes to training and putting a run. Now I'm currently on mile 10 with about 2 or 3 miles to go. I have waken up really early just so I can avoid the heat. There's no escaping it. It's not like I'm cutting corners here. For as much as I despise the heat, running at 5, 6 a.m., you have a tremendous amount of humidity. I've been nonstop sweating pretty much since mile 0.5. And it's no surprise living here in Florida, such a humid climate. And to be honest with you, it's not one of my favorite workouts. I really have to slow down just to keep my heart rate down. With the heat and humidity, your heart just pumps a little bit harder just to maintain the pace. So it sucks. I mean, I really have to slow it down a lot more than other people. And I try my best not to fall into the comparison trap, especially to all the people that follow me and I follow back on Strava, where people are able to do the long runs in about 8-minute pace, 9-minute pace. Whereas for me, not that I can't do those paces, but just because of the climate that I'm running in, I really have to slow down just to maintain the same effort. And that's mainly the purpose of training, is to be purposeful in the workout that you're trying to do in the amount of effort you're trying to exert, which pretty much means that your easy runs are really low effort. Your intervals, threshold tempos, they're more short duration but high intensity, high effort. And in the long run, well, high duration, but then trying to keep your heart rate low enough so that way it can create the benefit without having to hurt your body too much because of the duration itself. So right now I've been pretty much hovering around 140 beats per minute now for the last hour and 45 minutes. And I still have about 20 minutes to go in this long run, which isn't too bad because I'm not feeling fatigued or tired. Had a UCAN bar before the run, and I brought 2 goos with me so I can time them out and see how they feel, taking them roughly about every 45 minutes. So roughly that'd be about a mile 4.5, give or take. And then another just a little bit after mile 9. It's really crucial to make sure you slow down. I really don't like the long run too much because knowing that you are on your feet for such a long period of time and that I leave the house, I'm on my run so early in the morning, I choose not to run with headphones, have any music, or listen to a podcast. So I'll pretty much let nature be my music. But then I also do it for safety reasons, so that way occasionally when a driver in the middle of the night thinks that they're all alone in the road, I can be aware of them, even if they may not be aware of me. Another reason why it's a grind having to put these long runs in is knowing that in about 2 months from now, as we get to September, beginning of mid-September, that I'll roughly have to put in my 20 miler, which to most people, September, it'll start to cool down. That's already the end of the summer. But here in Florida, no. Summer goes on and it hits hard. So if I have to continue to slow it down just to maintain the effort and maintain a more reasonable and purposeful heart rate, then I'm definitely gonna be going over 3 hours. So this will be definitely a conversation I'll need to have with my coach on what's more important, having to complete a 20 miler, which may end up being 3.5 hours, which is not going to be beneficial to anyone. Or the other option would be, should I just go as long as it takes until I get to 3 hours and then stop? So even if it gets me to 18, 18.5, 17.5, whatever the pace would be, just get it to 3 hours. And that's what makes training a little bit difficult, knowing that the weather is such vastly different, and it's hot here pretty much about 11 months out of the year. Aside from any adverse weather conditions that would arise on race day, most, if not all the time, a race will be likely cold. And I'm saying cold to me because it's 40 degrees. To me, that's cold. To a Floridian, that's cold. 70, 75 degrees in the morning, every single morning, 11 months out of the year. It's a grind. So it makes training, or it makes predicting a race time very, very difficult. Write down in the comments where you're located, where are you training from? And do you find it difficult to put in your runs? No judgment, no jealousy on my part. Just go get out there and enjoy it. So get after it, keep grinding. Don't lose sight of why you run, what makes you get up in the morning, but I won't lose mine. Continue to dream big, continue putting in the work, and make the impossible possible. Take care of yourselves, and now I'm just gonna enjoy the sunrise. See you next time.